they can, churn it out in gallons, then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged.
Your problem's my problem now.
How?
All I can say just now...
You know the Duchess's decision. Syanna.
We know it.
But you've that luxury. I do not.
Folk are dying. Many more will.
If her grace learns I helped you...
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still, I fear we waste our time here.
Wait. When
Playroom? As in...
I've served in the Ducal Palace for years.
Playroom? So what? Duchess locks Syanna up and...
Honestly, I've no clue. Look,
Got it. I'll look into it.
And
I helped Beauclair.
Let's go, Regis.
here, playroom.
Locked. Of course. Regis, rather not have a fist fight with this door. Would you mind?
Not at all.
Shit. Probably meant to stand guard at Anna Henrietta's personal request. Thanks.
At your service.
Utter silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism is damaged.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute. What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabel de...
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm.
Syanna gave me a...
Charming. Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Syanna does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that make... The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future lady. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Syanna gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Syanna and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabel de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucination.
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Vigo for his achievement.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or... The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the Land of 1,000 Fables and utter out loud the incantation.
A book as the key to an illusion.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but his
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would... He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Siana applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. Blooda is damned.
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodious.
Realize this might sound improbable.
Not impossible. She would be safe there.
Where's that book? Locked. Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
A tin knight. Well. A key tucked behind a picture. Regis? Regis! Land of 1,000 Fables. Incredible. Let's see where this road takes me. He's going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's my turn to gobble him! Ciri. You wouldn't want me to get cross.
Then you open it.
Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just as soon as I catch you.
Possibly fear of your magical plots. This soup smells more vile than a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easily.
Beans? What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm sorry.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with...
He had better know. Because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Oh.
Came to free you.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my help. As...
Mm-hmm. Yet I still...
It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to...
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to...
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because it's...
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. deadly. Fine, Witcher.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. That you must gird yourself.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy,
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle.
as we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just...
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed. A massacre. Which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out!
What now?
Pixies!
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
We're put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not.
No ropes here. None at all. This is grand. I'm alright. Danger! That's him. Joss. Blast, they're going to rip him in pieces.
Relax. It's...
No, it's not. There's more. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what— I don't know anything!
This'll be interesting. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to...
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the Blueby.
I've heard it lies about somewhere.
Just like that?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! What?
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing.
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep.
And who?
A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Good folk!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes.
All right. Tough to talk to, that...
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the... I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss is... It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turned dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess. He sleeps to this day, I think.
Tobacco behind Caravan. This tech pure as virgin tears.
Oh look! The Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to
Contract from a goose. That's all.
You really aim to
Care for a Sicorilla.
Remote.
Sold flints when I was a lass. But no one bought.
Magic beam.
If it's not the new name of some kicker, I already have the.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
The ribbon. Mind explain?
There's not much to explain. I got it from Aturius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? And the ribbon reminds.
This.
Give.
Should
What if I asked you night?
ask me nicely and I might play you for it.
What if?
Like I
All right. Let's.
don't get. Rumpole, you're good at this. A word once given.
All right. Tell me. All right. Tell me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the.
Don't want anything.
I. Watch out! Pixies! Oh, the Three Little Pigs' homes. Well, you know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One beam lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
Harlot, Red, Vandal, get him!
Oh, come, Butch, they didn't like that. I shall butcher you.
The Big Bad Witcher.
It cannot.
What cannot be?
You actually... Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things, and now this. A jest. But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. We must keep looking. So, do you like it here?
No. Got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
Slow now. Whoa. Giddy up. Slow now. A feather. Broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies! Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
The horse is ours! Her goes an X as well!
safer in a cage. Eggs from free-range birds are so much better. Oh well, where's the key?
Here it is. Got it. Good thing you posted that note.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
Did you really travel all the way here for a contract?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. What did you want to come back, I think?
Henrietta?
Do you jest? I adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't. Hello?
Schwumbroch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last... Oh.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table.
Listen.
Where is it?
Shh, not so...
Oh, I can be much louder than this.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp who now wants at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation.
So...
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that...
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the...
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any luck?
Yep. Look what I...
That would never fit you. Give it... How do I look?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see...
Let me guess.
Mm-hmm.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is not with you!
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But, Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
remember what Joss said about the red beam. A human has it, and he definitely...
Bottle caps?
Well then, once...
What?
I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if in your shoes I'd have myriad questions. For instance, Siana, whatever became of you after they drove you out?
Well, since you brought it up.
The flower of Toussaint's knights took me all the way to the Ketdu wilderness and left me there alone, without a... They assumed something would eat me, but as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood.
Take it neither.
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their rank.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister...
She wasn't the one.
And I'm not angry at her for that. Right.
Three bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One bit too big, the other too small, the third just right. Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No being here. Gotta keep looking.
We'd always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up. This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck. Would have stumped to climb all that way for nothing.
So?
Got the bean, but
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandyism.
that why you cozied up to a vampire?
Dettlaff was...
Too
I try...
to use him.
No. It was in Matina, a few years past. I'd go... We were hashing out the terms when in walked Dettlaff. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught up.
Yeah, superhumans.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten.
What happened then?
I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone...
So there came a day you just up and...
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I... But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him, and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned, or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Dettlaff now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this fecking fake. Now we must plant them by the path near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet the giant. This is the spot. Pull out the beams. Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful.
All right, toss them!
Something's always gotta go wrong.
The home stretch.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with... him.
Fairy tale creature. That was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
That so? How? Plan to...
No, I need you for... Well, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well do.
What's that supposed to...
Nothing beyond what you heard. Come.
Will-o'-the-wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Just curious. Why do you want the Heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
Or my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here. We need but jump into the well. You first.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's...
She has. And stop treating me.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Syanna, you've already run afoul of one vampire. Don't start a fight with another, all right?
Then tell said other vampire to stop
I shall do my utmost.
Let's go. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Dun Time.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Dettlaff ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Let's get ready.
But how?
The ribbon?
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabric. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I did...
Nothing. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for...
Ceremony.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory? After all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deed.
The letters. What's the connect?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, We'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me in providing it.
All in all, why not check up on that?
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now. Or if you will first destroy it.
Promise to be careful.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing?
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech.
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then
Clean boots.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young.
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget... How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Beggars.
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't
I can't count, you know.
remember anything else? These beggars have any...
What? Come now. Each was different. Some... Oh! I know!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now... Remember what they...
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad... But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can...
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the...
Thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Nothing doing. Something reeks around here.
Wanna go to the port? Maybe there's some new ships.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no... You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. Gentlemen, calm. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone.
Scram! Decent.
The shelter. Them living...
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt?
Hell yeah.
Hear that, Artois? He poking in...
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on it.
You are one damn squib.
My spirit this
All right. I can take it. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they...
What did they want from...
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned
The boot black. If I...
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently?
Forgive me.
Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, you can question them.
Sure all your you...
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent...
Thank...
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief.
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot...
Does anyone know what the gentleman means?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you...
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you...
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyway.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. See...
Indeed. The logical conclusion.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Syanna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample...
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme.
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Syanna locked.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from... One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. Coming with?
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's...
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Syanna.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but
She treated Detloff cruelly.
Caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you.
My handsome, banishing the beast.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Any takers? Last call, then I head home.
Here in Beauclair, Rosa. There. Halt!
Need to see Sienna.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to...
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time.
Found some information important to her case.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved...
Promised to be
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a moment.
As long as it's truly but a moment.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorias is
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets...
I probably will.
At least you're being honest, finally.
Lying only ever makes sense when there's a chance someone will believe you. It's actually refreshing, in a way, to say what I truly think. So why don't I do it a bit more? I was only ever nice to you to get you to sleep with me. I thought you might come in handy one day. Your comrade Regis is using you, and Anna Henrietta perceives you solely as her unthinking, blunt instrument. She's right to, you know.
Enjoy hurting people? That it? Sorry, but won't give you the satisfaction. The Witcher mutations, you know. It's hard to draw my blood.
Don't worry. I'll find a way.
Have a nice life, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you.
Let's go. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time.
Got some important information on a Henrietta.
You are certain of?
Completely.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Silviana is closely watched. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me. Let's begin the ceremony. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are as you say...
Thank you, your enlightened... Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which... For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera to...
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonrial, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Syanna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's fifth victim.
This cannot be true.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna. You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders, which recently ravaged our fair city of...
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes.
Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me. As one impartial, I shall now hear what he has to say.
No matter the mitigating circumstances, whatever they may be, Siana, and punished as such, her guilt is clear.
Your words sadden me greatly, Witcher. Siana, you shall be tried and given a... As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But... will you forgive me?
I shall never forgive you.
Need some flowers. A wreath.
I've none. Sold everything. But she liked common roses best. I know. Her ladies in waiting. I've still not come.
Anna Henrietta wanted to believe there was still hope for Siana, that she'd show remorse.
I know you. You're that wit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait here.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself.
How much?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a token.
Do just that.
Oh?
Oh, he comes! A hero! Geralt the Riv!
Oh, scars. That gaze.
Double shave.
Bury the murderous lass in one crypt with the dead.
Witcher, I was...
Couldn't.
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good.
Not the time to give in to weakness. You're the commander of her guard. Ought to set an example for others.
You...
Come to pay my respects.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside, then. She lies in the ducal crypt.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Syanna's veins, and she was...
And all this, what did it bring you? I regret it ended this way. That I've...
Stylish crypt, quite subdued.
Moments like this, I never know.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which... I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad work.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over...
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of the...
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Whatever you say about Syanna...
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been attacked...
True.
How do you find my personal...
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique...
Fascinating. All I can say is this...
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to...
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves?
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxae, they called you a trick.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. That is why I must leave Toussaint.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming... Supreme bouquet.
Not much of a...
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is...
Thanks.
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take...
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on one. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a Witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet... I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken.
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from
our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate...
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive.
Killed him. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought...
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore.
I so don't feel like...
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home. Faster.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Plant is written, brought in vain.
Go, go.
Oh! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence.
Who is it? Triss?
In the flesh?
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work. The law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri's saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already... The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. But for now, it's nice. And once you've...
How'd you find me, Kovir?
I have my ways, Geralt.
Oh, yeah. So, what becomes of us? See?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and hasn't... In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future.
Why not? So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely look.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think there are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think... Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center?
Oh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball.
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine.
Can't wait. This is your first time in Toussaint, right?
Sorry, but...
Oh?
Lie down in the sun. And not...
Ah, right. A packed schedule.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer has come to Kovir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change...
I wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Vermentino this, Coronata that. Peace at last.
Now that's lovely. Liam and Matilda. Impressive. What a story!